Hello everyone. We all make black tea every day, at home, at offices, but I'm going to show you today how to make a perfect cup of black tea by using loose tea or leafy grades. First of all, let's see what we require. So you need fresh water, a kettle, some fresh tea leaves, a teaspoon, and a strainer if you don't have one already inside the teapot, a cup and a saucer, a nice and clean teapot. And I also have here some sugar and milk because at the end I'm going to show you how you could make the black tea with milk as well. We recommend that you use either filtered water or spring water because in many countries we have often seen that water contains lots of minerals. We call it hard water. Because such water will give you a very thick dark cup at the end. And also the impurities in water could make a difference to the final taste of your cup. Please make sure that the water is fresh because the oxygen content in water is very important. Overboiled water would have less oxygen and will not brew the tea properly, resulting in a very flat cup. And I also recommend that you warm the teapot so that when you really put the hot water, the pot will not absorb any part of the temperature from the water, which can undermine proper brewing at the end. So you just swirl it around and pour the water out. So now the pot is ready. You need to boil water in the case of black tea up to 100 Celsius or about 212 Fahrenheit. Make sure you use fresh water because the oxygen content in water is very important. Overboiled water would have wasted lots of oxygen and would not brew the tea properly, resulting in a very flat cup. So the water is boiling and we have a pre-warmed teapot. I'm going to use tea from this beautifully crafted tin caddy and it has Ceylon high-grown pekoe tea. Well, the amount of tea is as per your preference, but we traditionally say one for the pot and one for you. So I'm going to use 2 teaspoons to brew the tea. Modern day kettles has temperature controls, but even if not, you can simply switch off at the rolling boiling point. So I'm now going to pour hot water directly onto the tea leaves. The amount of water can vary, but if it's for one person, I recommend it should be about 100 to 220 ml of water. So you close the lid and keep for about 2 minutes for proper brewing. Color would have come out quickly, but for the flavor and for the other properties to come out, we recommend that you keep the tea minimum of 5 minutes. Now it's about 2 minutes after I close the lid, so I'm going to stir the tea because it will give proper brewing space for the tea leaves. So you close the lid again properly and keep it for another 3 minutes. Now your tea is ready. I'm going to transfer this to a cup using this strainer. This tea you can drink straight with some sugar or some sweetener, or you can always enjoy it with milk. It's always recommended that you use some pre-warmed milk so that you can enjoy a better cup. So my teacup is now ready. A perfectly made cup of tea with milk. Since now you know how to make a perfect cup of black tea, I'd like to leave a couple of tips with you before I leave. When you are looking at making your second or third cup of black tea, always use fresh leaf. Never use the already brewed tea leaves in your pot. And also make sure that your kettle is with fresh water, for the same reasons that I've explained to you about the oxygen content in the water. And never leave your teapot on a hot plate or on fire because your tea leaves will be cooking and at the end you will get a very thick bitter taste. And last but the most important fact, always tighten your container and seal it off and store it away from moisture and sunlight so that you can keep on enjoying the fresh tea leaves.